guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a traveler's notebook 101. So basically I'll be going through all of my two planners, explaining my uses for them, and then I want to take us onto my computer and do a screencast and show us how to build a planner, because I see a lot of questions often about, how to do this or how to do that and how to create the perfect traveler's notebook. So I kind of just wanted to give back to the community by giving some of the information and my tips and tricks. So let's go ahead and start out with going through my traveler's notebooks. I'm just going to do a very brief overview because I have videos on both of these. I have a setup video and an unboxing on this one, and then I have an unboxing on this one. Setup is coming later on this. But I will just go through briefly, tell you the leathers I have, tell you my uses, and maybe I'll show you a few of my decorations. But really I wanted to focus on providing some information on how to go onto that site, the Foxy Fix website, which is where I purchased these notebooks from. How to buy your dream notebook or just something functional for you, and also go through just a few different things on how to build your collection in addition to that. So these are my two. Really, these are both my everyday carries. One is for work. This black one is for work. It has larger writing space. And then this smaller one is my home and my budget planner. And it also is kind of somewhat has turned into my creative outlet planner. So let's just start with this one. This is the first notebook that I've ever owned from Foxy Fix. This is also the only company I have tried thus far, so it's going to be very heavy Foxy related. And the only reason that is because I have not ordered from anywhere else yet. So what I want to go through is tell you the type of leather I have, or kind of give you the description word that's given for this type of leather, the size, and also the customizations. I will spend some time later on the website going through the very technical aspects of different traveler's notebooks. So let's just get into this. So this is the sugar cookie. I have this in the size pocket. And the pocket size is also known as a number 2 in Foxy Fix lingo. Okay, so with this traveler's notebook, I chose to do a couture setting or setup, if you will. So basically, couture in Foxy Fix world means that I built this planner with the customizations that I wanted, meaning I picked the stitching, which is cream. I picked the elastics, which are also cream, and I also picked a spine embossing, which was a heart, and then I did add some silver foil to that. You do have a choice to add an embossing to the front of your cover. I chose not to, probably more than likely for just because I like the simplicity. I like to be able to look at this and it's just very plain simple. And then also you get to pick if you want a compact spine, which is a 4 elastic traveler's notebook, or a wide spine, which is a 6 elastic traveler's notebook. We will go into that more later. So the neat thing about traveler's notebooks are the abilities that you have with customization and creativity. So I just wanted to give you guys a side view so you guys can kind of see what's going on in there and see how chunky it is. There is a nice little top view for you. Here, I mean, you can do a lot with a traveler's notebook. You can adorn it with charms like this one. I got it from an Etsy shop. Excuse me, and everything that I'm going to mention here is probably going to be in my setup video, so I will link that up above. And then in the inside, I guess I kind of just wanted to show you the pocket configuration, because you can order traveler's notebooks without pockets and you can order it with pockets. This one I chose to order it with pockets and have a pin loop stitched in. You don't have to do that. And I will show you the price difference on the website when we get further down into this video. So let's go ahead and open my baby up. Again, this is a pocket sugar cookie. So sugar defines or kind of identifies the type of leather. That's how Foxy Fix kind of describes different leathers based on their thickness, and that's just really how they kind of name their stock. So this is a sugar cookie, and cookie represents the color of the notebook, and I really like it because it's a very neutral color. And this is one of the best leathers as far as durability. It's the most protected. And again, once we get down further into the video, I will also probably give you guys the link to the Foxy Fix Facebook group, because there's some great information in there as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start by opening this up. So like I mentioned before, you can get a Foxy Fix notebook with pockets. When you choose pockets in your traveler's notebooks, you have the option to get one in the front here on the left pocket and on the right pocket, or on the right side. The left pocket can be it can be a few different ways. And again, we'll go through that when I do this screencast, because that's what I really want to do, because I can tell you how it goes in a video showing you my traveler's notebooks all I want until I'm blue in the face. But really what gets people, or what gets planner friends, is getting on that website and having all those different options. So that's why it's going to be so useful to do that with you. So I opted in for pockets. However, I knew I only wanted a right secretarial pocket. I had heard that having a left pocket kind of cause the leather cover up here to dent in and have this permanent indentation, and I knew I wasn't going to like that. So I chose to just get an adhesive pocket, and these are sold on the Foxy Fix website. Now, secretarial just kind of describes the way that this is the pattern of this pocket. Okay, so, and again, the pin loop is an add-on. I think it was a $5 add-on. But the pocket, getting a traveler's notebooks with pockets and without, have two very different price ranges. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through. You'll see notes throughout. As I'm flipping through quickly, you're going to see different notes, because this is a very functional planner for me, so I kind of have brain dump sticky notes everywhere. But like I mentioned, this adhesive pocket can be purchased from Foxy Fix. Now, these plastic things, let me just take this off. These plastic things here are called dashboards, or one is actually, there are two different styles of vinyl, or not vinyl pockets, but I guess they technically are vinyl pocket or vinyl folders. You have a secretarial style like this, okay, or you have the dashboard style, which is a side loading pocket. And if you can just see my fingers run through to see what that pocket looks like. So this is what you would call a dashboard folder with pockets. And then this one, because of that configuration here, this is what you would call a secretarial. Okay, and these are also purchased from Foxy. And I will show you where those are on the site in the screencast. Now, different companies are now offering these plastic items, but I'm going to tell you right now, based on various reviews, I'm hearing that the Foxy Fix ones are the best for the Foxy Fix Traveler's Notebooks. But I am saying that based off of someone else's judgment, not my own. Okay, so just showing you guys kind of through everything. And I will kind of go through the significance of what this is later on if you're unfamiliar with it. So I do have these vinyl pockets throughout. And I have acetate, vellum, and then inserts. So the inserts that I have in here, I'll just show you this one. This is my menu insert that I do every week. I actually purchased printable inserts. So what I did is I bought these from Etsy. These are AnniePlansPrintables. I will link her below. And I've joined her Facebook group to see what paper she recommended for her inserts. And also, every time you buy a listing or every time you buy an insert for her, you get a downloadable file to download this to your computer. So once you buy these from Annie Plans, you own them forever. So you can just keep reprinting them, which is what I really, really enjoy about printable inserts. We will go into printed inserts and DIY inserts later on, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of how I develop and add in the meat and potatoes of my planner or my traveler's notebook. So the overall use for this planner or this traveler's notebook is my everyday carry. It is my home planner. It is my budget planner. It's my meal planner, and it also tracks all of my social media stats, which means Instagram and also this YouTube channel, as well as some of the things that I do along the lines of PR for this sticker shop called Golden Plans Co. So there is my everyday carry, or my first planner. Again, this is the Pocket Sugar Cookie. So again, like I said, I have this linked, so please don't feel like that was too quick to go through, because I do have a full setup on her, and she's my baby right now. Oh, I forgot to put this back in here. So let's go ahead and move on to my work planner, which is this baby right here. My beautiful, beautiful baby. I just have a Foxy Fix business card right here so you guys can see some of the information. Let me flip it over. So this is my work planner. It looks a lot different, as you can see. It doesn't have all of the top embellishments, and it also doesn't have anything on the spine. So my work baby is a B6, and that's the size. That's also, in Foxy terms, this is a number 5. The leather is called Boss Babe, and the color is Madison. So this is a number 5 Boss Babe Madison. I chose black stitching, black elastic, and I got a blind embossed heart on the spine. This is also compact, so that means I have 4 elastics in there. Let's go ahead and jump into her. Let me move my cookie over there. So this one is just going to be very classy, and there's not going to be too much going on. I got this one without pockets. I chose that just because I knew that with work, since I'm going to be carrying 2 of the planners in my purse, I didn't want this one to be too bulky because then my purse would probably be too heavy. And I did opt to purchase one of the adhesive pockets, just like the adhesive pocket I bought for my other planner, but obviously this is a larger size. And then here you can see the different, you can see that I have the pockets again, the same pockets that I was telling you about, the vinyl pockets. Now I got all dashboard style in here, so they're gonna be all the side loading ones. And again, these are AnniePlansPrintables. I'm gonna just stick with her. I really like the idea of being able to purchase the file once and owning it forever, because you can probably find different uses for them over time. So just a very quick flip through. This is the first time anybody will be seeing the decorations, aside from the little flip that I did on Instagram earlier today. So this is how this one looks. It's very monotone and monochromatic is what I should have said, and just very simple. And that's exactly how I want it. I just want it very simple and functional for myself. So as you can see with this one, since I did not get a pocket back here, there's no stitched in pin loop, okay? What I wanted to explain, and I mentioned that I wanted to show you guys the significance, or explain the significance of this here. I'll do it now. So basically, lots of different Etsy shops and shops, just regular, just planner shops in themselves, have decided to create these pin loops. So basically, it's a piece of elastic on a binder clip, and it's very decorative. So it's, in my opinion, way more stylish than that. So what I've decided is, although I felt like I made a good decision getting the stitched in pin loop here, it kind of gets in the way. It kind of sits very weird in my planner. So I chose, just like many others, to start purchasing these pin clips. And so this will allow me to move around my pin clips wherever, have them in and out, or have them, all over. So as you can see, that's how easy it was for me to just get rid of this one. So I can just set this to the side, close my book up, and now I just have one pin. But I'm always in meetings at work, and someone always needs a pin. So that's kind of why I keep 2 in this planner. So I just wanted to give you guys some options, because when you guys see the difference in price of a traveler's notebook with pockets and without, you're going to really appreciate the fact that a lot of the shop owners have been creating these in tons of different colors. And this one, as a matter of fact, is from Bunny Plans. Where did I just put her business card? That fast, I just lost it. But oh, here it is. Let me grab that for us. Oh, I just saw it. I will link her. Here it is. Bunny Plans is an Etsy shop, and she has these awesome die cuts, and die cuts are these items. So die cuts just add a little bit pizzazz. They're not, you can get them in sticker form, or you can get them in cardstock form, just like me. This is just cardstock. So what I will do is laminate this later and be able to slide these in and out all of my planners. But I'll get into that more when we get into the decorating our planners and making them our own. So again, this pin loop is from Bunny Plans. So now that we've kind of got all that out of the way, I wanted to overview a few different things that I actually use this for work. So I actually have a regular 9-to-5, and then I help my brother with his shoe consignment store. So here up front, I have a monthly planner, This monthly planner will hold all of my meeting dates for my regular job, and then also I basically am like the business manager for my brother's business, so that will plot down all of bill due dates and things like that. Just various tracking duties that I have for that job. So this is, I just wanted to kind of give you guys an overview what's in my work planner. Then in here I have a keeping it all together section, which is basically just a week or a day on a page. And so every day it's a timed insert that is undated, which I really like because some days, some of my days are busier than others, so I won't need to use this all the time. So I can just plot in the date whenever I am using this, and I have from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. to plan in here. Typically, I just use it for daily tasks. I put tasks for my 9 to 5 here, and then tasks for my brother's business here. I don't use these two sections because I have meal and water tracking in this planner from home. So I just wanted to give you guys an overview of that. And then next, I have a section for project and notes for my 9 to 5 job. So in there, I typically I would just take my meeting minute notes in this planner. So the next section is going to be my notes and projects for Soul Seekers or for my brother's business. Again, these are just, I have a bunch of login info for all of the different accounts that I manage for him. In addition to that, I have like tax ID numbers, really like just really, it's just information packets, stuff that I need to have at the tip of my fingers all the time when I'm making different calls for different things. Okay, and then the last section back here is a list. So this is literally, I'm going to show you guys, just a very simple checklist. So here I have, the way that I have this set up is this side will be for my 9 to 5 list that I need to get through. And it'll just be a running list. It doesn't have to be a specific week that falls here. And then this one, or this side, will hold my running to-do list for my brother's business. So that's how I use my work planner. And like I said, I already kind of gave you guys an overview of how I use my home planner. So next up, what I want to do is just kind of briefly overview some other uses that I've seen for travelers' notebooks. And I have some notes over here to the side, so I'm just going to read them off. You can use them as planners, as I have work planners. You can use it as a wallet, and they have smaller versions that you can use as a wallet. You can use it as a passport holder. They actually have a size that is called passport size. So it's just perfect for your passport. You can use it as art journals. I see tons of YouTubers using it as art journals, bullet journals, wellness trackers, and family trackers for that matter. But I'm really I'm using it just like a typical planner, just like I would use, like anybody would use their just Erin Condren planner, their recollections planner, their happy planner, their simplified planner, their day designer. That's what this is basically used for, but just in a kind of very quick and bulleted form. And then this one is just really more of a notes catch and project catcher. Okay, so I think that the next thing I want to go through is filling it. So filling your traveler's notebook. But before we go into filling it, I wanted to show you guys some other traveler's notebooks that I owned or own right now. Okay, so these, let me move these out of the way. These traveler's notebooks I purchased in a mystery sale. Let me just open this up. So the mystery sale is a way that Foxy Fix gets rid of all of their inventory, maybe duplicates, maybe making something with the wrong embossing or with the wrong stitching and elastic combination, or kind of their oopsies. So basically a mystery sale is kind of like when you go online to buy a oops pack of stickers, like a whoops bag or an oopsie bag. So I wanted to bring these on here and show you guys these 3 new Foxies that I did get, because I didn't do an unboxing on them. I did show them on my Instagram, and I showed them in some of the different groups that I'm in, but I wanted to show you guys, this is how you can build your collection. I purchased these at about 50% off. So let me just go through them. I got 2 without any pockets, but they are stitched and they do have elastics. This is, as you guys can see, this is a very familiar color. I do have this. This is the sugar cookie. This is also one that has stitching, a reinforced spine, and then a elastic as well, or the color elastics. This one has no pockets. And then finally, this is again the same one that I have in black, but this one has pockets. So I got these on a very, very great discount. I will give you an idea of what that discount means. So this is, let's go back to my couture. I spent around $80 to build this the way that I want, and that was just for the leather cover, okay? That was because of the embossing I got and the fact that I chose to have a pocket stitch in with that pin loop. I got this one for $25. I got this one for $25. And I got this one for $23. That's how heavily they're discounted on. So why would I suggest a mystery sale? I'd suggest a mystery sale to try different sizes and really to build your collection. And also, just before the last couple of weeks, Foxy Fix's production window was 15 to 30 days. So that just meant that after you placed your order, you had to wait anywhere between 15 to 30 business days to wait for your order to be ready. And then once it shipped, you had to wait another 3 to 5 days depending on where you lived. That's kind of a lot for some people. Me, I wasn't too worried about it when I ordered my first Foxy, but when I was getting ready to order my work Foxy, I was very anxious, and I just was like, I really don't want to order it because I don't want to wait too long, because this one took about 25 days to get to me, and my black one, so this one came in like 11. So in the midst of me pushing this order through, their production window had dropped dramatically. And I was lucky enough to get it pretty quickly, so I was really happy about that. But some people really like mystery sales because it means that you're going to get your planners that much faster. My planners these mystery items have nothing really wrong with them, but it was just a great discount. It's a great way. Like, I've never tried this size, so I guess that's a good time to segue into the different sizes. So this is actually a number 3. So this is one step above this one that I have. And I've been hearing through the group that a number 3 is just the right size to throw in your purse, but it just has just enough more writing space than you do in the pocket size. And the number 3 is also known as A6 universally in the planner community. This is mochi, and I believe this is sugar mochi. So it is the same leather as this one, but the color is mochi. They describe their pink as mochi. And I was lucky enough to get stitching on all of my mystery items. Before I did take part in another mystery sale, and I got 2 Foxies. They had no spine reinforcements. They were singles, so that means they only had 1 string in here. And also, they had no stitching. I was kind of sad about that, but that's really the chance that you take, because the way that a mystery sale works is you only get to choose the size. You don't get to choose the color. You don't get to choose if you have spine reinforcement. You don't get to choose if you have elastics or stitching. You choose the size, and the rest is up to your luck, essentially. So I decided, I kind of knew in my head that I was going to really like the B6 size, which is my work planner size. So I went ahead and tried to go for 2 of those, and I was lucky enough to get them. So these are 2 B6s. This is Sugar Cookie with white stitching and pink elastic. This is a B6 Boss Babe Madison, again with black stitching and blue elastics. And the elastic, it's so beautiful. It's what's really funny about this, and I was telling my husband, I was being so impatient and so bratty about not ordering my work Foxy because I didn't want to have to wait. And then the mystery sale came probably like a week after, not even a week after, but a few days after I had fully set up my work planner, and I was able to score 5s, and I got the exact color that I had been harping over for the longest time. The elastics doesn't really bother me, but it's very, very hard to get items in the mystery sale. Things sell up very fast. The 5s, for example, this size, the B6 size, sold out in under a minute, which is why I keep saying I'm so lucky to have gotten these 2. The 3s kind of stayed in stock a little bit longer, but the sale overall, and they have all the sizes, which we'll go over in the screencast, it sold out in about 4 minutes. So you have to be very quick. You have to be on it. And with the mystery sales, Foxy Fix doesn't send out a newsletter or anything like that. They make an announcement typically maybe a day before or the day of when the mystery sale is going to happen. So you don't have too much prep, but if you're near a computer or you're on your phone, there are, you might be lucky enough to get those. So I just wanted to kind of go over how to build your collection. I'm really in love with these Foxys. This one maybe not so much, just because I think that the pink and the green are just too much of a contrast for me. I'm in the process of trading these on a buy-sell trade site, which is going to segue into my next topic of how to build your collection. Building your collection doesn't have to just mean that you buy it straight from Foxy. It doesn't mean that you have to just buy it from the mystery sale. There are two that I'm in, two Foxy Fix Facebook groups that are buy, sell, trade. And it's obviously buy, sell, trade at your own risk. The admins are really just there to kind of coordinate what goes on and what comes off of the site, or what comes on and what comes off of the group, but there's no guarantees, and they're not held liable for any of the sales. So that's kind of what I wanted to give you guys an overview of. I will link those Facebook groups down below. And now I think that I want to segue into the screencast. So what I'll do is we'll go ahead and navigate to the Foxy Fix website, and I want to also show you guys how to stuff them. So basically what I'm saying is, after we go through and kind of build a Foxy together, I want to show you how to go about finding these types of inserts, these types of bookmarks, these type of die cuts, stickers, and things like that. I want to show you how to deck out your planner and make it your own, and not only have something very functional, but something that's a creative outlet. So let's go ahead and segue over to the screencast. I want to give a disclaimer now. The quality of audio may drop a little bit because I will be just kind of talking to my computer, but for the most part, I will try and speak as clearly and as loud as possible. So I will see you on my screen. All right, guys, so we have jumped over to the screencast. So here I have my window open to foxyfix.com. I just wanted to briefly remind you guys that it's something really advantageous for you to create an account with Foxy Fix so that you can earn reward points. And you can see here, this is the reward points tab. Typically, I always log in when I'm shopping just so that my reward points can be calculated. And basically how the reward system works is you can use a referral code. I always have a referral code in my description box of all my YouTube videos, or you can use hundreds of the other ones that are floating around the planner community. You can use a referral code to essentially save 10% off an order of $50 or more. And so with you using that referral code, you get that benefit, and then the person you use the referral code from also receives some points back as a benefit. So you can either use mine, or you can use someone else's, or you can just create an account by hitting this little guy right here. So just a reminder, always log in when you're having a purchase or when you're coming in to purchase, even if it's for the mystery sale. You can try to log in. It's very, very helpful. So what I wanted to start with first is basically the sizes. So I'm going to go all the way down to this tab here under the Foxy Notebook main tab. And so this is going to give us an idea of all of the different Foxy Fix sizes that are offered. So you can see here we have a number 0, which is 3 by 4. A number 1 is 3.4 by 4.9, so it's just a little bit larger than a 0. Number 2 is the pocket size, which I showed you was my sugar cookie, my everyday carry for my home management. And that measures in at 3.5 by 5.5. The number 3 is 4.1 by 5.8. The number 4 is also known as a personal size, and that is 3.75 by 6.75. Number 5 is also known as B6. That's my work planner, and that is a 5 by 7 dimension planner, or a traveler's notebook, excuse me. Then you have a number 6, which is also known as the standard size traveler's notebook, and that measures in at 4.33 by 8.25. There is number 7, which is 5 by 8.25. The number 8, which is also, I believe, known as A5, and that measures in at 5.8 by 8.25. And then finally, the number 9, which measures in at 7.5 by 10. So that kind of reminds me of the Erin Condren size. And I think I've seen a few women who have actually fit their Erin Condren in a number 9. So let's go ahead and go into the spine. Okay, I mentioned this when I was showing you my Foxies. There are 3 different spine options that are available with your Foxy Fix purchase. You can purchase a single. So this one says, this description here says, a single holds 3 notebook inserts, and you have to use a jump band. So a jump band basically is a stand-alone elastic that you can fix around 2 books and put them under one elastic. I will show you this when we jump back to the last part of my video. So I had a single once in a mystery sale. I didn't really like it. I think that I needed more, but some people really, really love singles. A compact, which is my preferred spine fitting, can hold 4 notebook inserts. Again, this can be adjusted with a jump band, and I will show you guys that in my cookie. And then finally, you have the wide, which can hold by default 6 notebook inserts, but you can add more with jump bands. Now, here is an image here that shows you what a compact looks like versus a wide. You can see here that the wide has a little bit more width than a compact, and that's just to make up for the fact that the spine is obviously a little bit wider to fit more inserts in. And here's a snapshot here of what the different elastic counts look like. 1 strand in a single that holds 3 by default. 4 strands in a compact that holds 4 inserts by default. And then wide, which holds 6 by default. Again, with using a jump band, these can be inserts can be added to these default 1 strand, 4 strand, or 6 strand. So the spine reinforcements, there is no spine reinforcement on the single. A spine reinforcement is what you saw on all of the Foxies that I showed in this video, and that is that stitched in extra piece of leather. There is a 1-inch wide spine reinforcement on compacts, and there is a 1.5 inch wide spine reinforcement on the wide notebooks. So let's go ahead and jump into the various pocket options. This page is really helpful. I feel like this is one of the most overlooked pages on the Foxy Fix website, which is why I'm showing it here. So here are the right pocket options that you have. As you guys can see, this looks familiar because this is in my pocket. So you can get a right secretarial pocket with a pin loop or without. If you get it without, or even if you get it with, you can add an optional right card pocket. I chose not to do that because I thought it was going to make mine too bulky. And here it says, please note, number 0s do not have an optional front pocket add-on. Then finally, we have the left pocket options. So you can either do a left card module, this looks just like the left card module that was in my black mystery that I showed in the beginning of this video, or you can get a simple left secretarial pocket. And with the left secretarial pocket, you can add on this card pocket, but you cannot add this card pocket onto the left card module. It wouldn't fit anywhere. Oh, right. Let's see. So then here are some of the colors for the elastic options. Now, these don't have the colors on them, but we can run through the colors as we actually go and make a mock build of a traveler's notebook. So let's go ahead and scroll back up. And now next, what I want to jump into are the coutures. So couture basically means that you customize your cover with your favorite stitch color and elastic binding color. You can add pockets or pin loop, add inscriptions, symbols, or monograms on the front of your cover or on the spine. And you can select from either compact or wide. So coutures do not include the singles. Single has its own category, and we can go over that. But first, let's go ahead and build a Foxy Fix from the couture option. Let's go ahead and build, I guess we'll build the sugar matcha. So this is the same line as my everyday carry. Oh, it's not clicking. Oops. There we go. This is the same type of leather from the one that I showed you guys I have in my everyday carry, but it's obviously a different color. So matcha represents that beautiful bold green color. Now, I'm not going to actually scroll over the Traveler's Notebook anymore because I see that this magnifying glass might be too much of a distraction. So before we get into all of this information over here, I just wanted to kind of show you guys what the elastics look like because we could only see the colors on that last page. So some of these elastics are actually out of stock. I know for a fact that 11, which is light pink, right now is out of stock. I think that they discontinued number 8, which was the light purple, but do not quote me on that. We will see when we have it, when we go into the drop downs on the right side of the screen. I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of the options that you have with the elastics, and then also show you that Foxy Fix has this awesome resource to show you what different stitchings look like on your leather of choice. So you can choose from white, black, brown, turquoise, hot pink, purple, cream, wheat, gray, red, sage, dark red, or light pink stitching, which I think is awesome. And I really think that this is so helpful that they show this image here so you can really get an idea of what your leather is going to look like. So I think the last picture I want to show you is this awesome spread. I love coming in here and looking at this picture, the pictures like this of all of the leathers to kind of get a real feel of the personality of each leather. I think that this color is so beautiful. It's on my wish list. So just know that there are tons of different resources within this scroll of images here. All right, so now we'll go back to the regular picture. And over here is basically where all the magic happens. So here at the very top, you'll see all the different sizes that are available. And then as you click on different sizes, the price changes. So a number 0 is $36, a number 3 is $68. But they are these prices with pockets because with pockets is selected as a default. Now if you choose no pockets, that number 3 drops down to $57. So you can see the change. It's $68 with pockets, it's $57 without. So I just wanted to show you guys that briefly, just so that you can get an idea of what those prices look like. So for example, if you wanted to get the same size as me with pockets, it'd be $61 as a base. That's before we get into adding any of these options down here. If you wanted it without, it's $54 as a base without adding any of these options down here. So let's go ahead and build a fully loaded Foxy Fix in the size. Let's just go with the size number 2. I'm going to do front embossing, spine embossing, and we're going to see what that looks like, what that price looks like. And I'm going to do compact fittings, okay? Compact fittings, again, as a reminder, is for elastics. So let's go ahead and hit number 2, and let's hit yes for the pockets. So our total right now is $61. Now let's scroll down to the first drop down. Which spine fitting do I want? Do we want compact or do we want wide? So wide is $7 extra. I'm going to go ahead and choose compact. Now you have the option to add a right pocket and a left pocket. So as you can see here, there are a few different options. So you can just do a right secretarial pocket, a right secretarial with pen loop, a right secretarial with card pocket, or a right secretarial with card pocket and pen loop. So as you can see too, the notes here indicate that the right pockets are not available for size 0. So let's go ahead and say we want to get a right secretarial with card pocket and a pin loop. Let's just beef it up. And so let's go ahead and go to the left pocket option. We can either do no pocket, left secretarial pocket, left secretarial with card pocket, and again, this is not available in 0, or we can do the horizontal card slots. And this is only available in sizes 4 through 9, so I cannot give this on a 2. So let's go ahead and say I just want left secretarial. Now, do we want embossing on the front? Yes, we want embossing on the front because I want to show you guys what everything looks like, or price-wise. So when you hit yes, your options down here change. Let's just go back 1 second. When we hit no thanks, you just jump straight into the spine emboss. When you hit yes, it asks you which front shape or font selection do you want. So let's say I want a front font. And so the front font I want, as you can see here, if you want Times New Roman, Arial, Willow, or Fancy, there are different prices for each. Let's say I want Willow because I really like how pretty that is. Now in here, you can only use up to 15 characters for your front font embossing. So let's just say I'm going to put Olivia on the front, and I do want some foil. Let's do silver foil. So you can see here the different foils are $5 as an additional charge. If you do no foil or blind embossing, it's $0. But we're going to stick with silver. Now, do we want a spine emboss? Yes, we want a spine emboss. Let's go ahead and do a spine font, or excuse me, a spine shape. So you have the option to do a shape or a font. Since I have font on the front, let's do a shape on the spine. And now we're going to select through the different shape categories. So you can either do paw prints, animals, face card symbols, stationery, or other shapes. I want to do other shapes because I just want a heart. That's my favorite embossing to get on a Foxy. Do I want spine foil? Yes, I want spine foil. I want silver, and that's a $3 charge. For stitching colors, for my matcha, I preferably would want black stitching, and I would want black elastics. And so let's go back through the stitching so you can see what's available right now. As you can see, they actually did take light purple out. So that is a change that was made based on in comparison to what I showed you guys in that image over on the left hand side of the screen before I got into all these options. So you can get white, black, brown, turquoise, hot pink, purple, cream, wheat, gray, red, sage, dark red, or light pink. I want black. Elastic color, we have the option to do black, gray, white, navy blue, light purple, red, yellow, brown, cobalt blue, light blue, or forest green, which I think these three down here are new. I want to just do black elastics. And then the final option that you have is to add on a notebook pack that is made by Foxy. You guys know that I make my own, I print my own inserts out from AnniePlans, so I'm going to leave this unchecked. But as you can see, there are different price ranges for the different inserts that they provide. And then here, the final option is, or the final thing that we have to select is the order of confirmation, which means we know that there is a 15 to 30 day business window. We're going to select that we have read and agree to the terms and policies. And down here you can see what you racked up in extras. So all the pocket configurations, the font foils, and the spine foils that I chose add up to $26 extra. I'm going to go ahead and add this to my cart. And so everything is in my cart. Now something that's very tricky that happens is that when you add something to your cart, because all of these are listed as different selections, it adds up to like 6 line items, but just know that's just one thing. So let's go in and look at how it looks in our cart. So our whopping price before shipping and tax is $87. And here it gives you a very great and concise overview of everything that you've selected for your configurations and your personalizations and any of that. If you see that maybe you have selected the wrong drop down, you can just simply edit item, and this will open up right here while you're in the cart, and you can make changes. Like if you want to change to gold or you want to change to blue. I want to keep it with silver, but if you do make any changes, just be sure that you hit update so that those new changes can save. Let's go ahead and just let that update. It might take some time. Typically the update tab doesn't work for me, but it just did. Okay, so it looks like a number 2 with pockets, a compact spine with front embossing and spine embossing and foil comes out to be $87. So that's how you build a Foxy, okay? So I'm just going to throw that out of my cart because I just wanted to show you guys that I don't want to accidentally end up buying my dream Foxy because I might do that in the middle of the night. What I want to jump to next is show you guys the single option that you have. So with the singles, let's just go and create, sorry, let me go past this. Let's go ahead and build a sugar cookie in single. I really love this color. I gravitate towards it a lot. So with the single, they'll show you some pictures, some different pictures of everything. They'll show you what a spine embossing looks like on it. They'll show you what a single looks like open. And this is obviously without stitching or pockets. You cannot get this with pockets. And then it has all of the same images. So let's go back to that first image. So with the single sets, here you can see what the difference in prices is. So a number 2 single is $53. A number 3 single is $46. So that $46 is instead of doing the couture for $57 without pockets or for $68 with pockets. So just to kind of give you guys an idea. So let's go ahead and just build this single real quick. Everything is essentially the same, but we just don't have the option to do pockets, and we don't have the option to change our stitching color. It's either white or none at all. So I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, let's do a number 2 single. I do not want a front emboss today. And I don't want spine emboss. I want to be simple. But I do want white stitching. And white stitching is $5. So you don't get to change the stitching on a single because that's kind of a couture element. If you really want different color stitching, then you might as well go for a couture. They don't add colored stitching for this singles right now. But you can choose your elastic colors. So let's say I want to choose gray. So it looks like I only have $5 extra with this single. I'm going to go ahead and select this order confirmation and add to my cart. So that only populated 2 line items. Let's go see how much my single costs. So a single with just white stitching and a gray elastic comes out to be $48. Okay? Go ahead and delete that out my cart. Now the next thing that I'm going to take you guys and look at are the different inserts that I showed you guys, that I talked about, which is that dashboard insert and then also the secretarial pocket insert. So this is where you would come to find those vinyl pocket inserts that can add a little bit of element and a little bit of sturdiness to your traveler's notebook. So this is where you can find, and you'll be able to see all the different prices of all of them. So you just would click the size that corresponds to the planner that you've chosen, and you would add it to your cart. So they have these for each size that they have available. All right, so that's where the dashboard pocket, so that's the dashboard one is the side loading pocket. And then the secretarial is right underneath that selection, but as you can see, it has that different pocket configuration. They also have these for all the sizes of the notebooks that they offer. So the last thing that I wanted to kind of show you guys was a restrap kit. And so the restrap kit is for buyer's remorse. Essentially, to me, that's what I take it as, because I ended up buying a restrap kit. So basically, you can come in here and buy a restrap kit. And obviously, the only colors that are available are those without the red X's. The restrap kits allow you to change out your elastics that go around your book or go around your traveler's notebook, and that the elastics that hold your inserts. With these, you can also make jump bands if you have extra. And again, I will show you guys what jump bands are. Oops, sorry about that. So this kind of just, you can always come down to the listing to see a description of the item you're looking at. You can also look at what the item includes. So the restrap kits include 2 pieces of elastic for the strap enclosure and the binding, printed instructions, a specialty needle, and it comes in a small pouch. So I just wanted to show you guys that. I believe that might be it. That's all I wanted to show you guys on this screencast for the Foxy Fix website. But how to stuff it, where to go, well, let's show you. First, let's show you AnniePlans. I wanted to show you guys AnniePlansPrintables, which is the website that or the Etsy shop I get my printables from. So this is her name in Etsy. So you can just basically type AnniePlansPrintables with no spaces in the search bar on the Etsy homepage, and you'll come up to this. So here is just a very brief overview of what the printable insert listings look like. So each listing, let's just pop into one of the listings. Each listing gives you a breakdown. First of all, here's a beautiful image. Here's the title of the Etsy listing and the price. Her listings range from $2 to $5, I believe. And then here in her item details, she gives you such great instructions. In addition to when you purchase her listings, Annie also has a PDF file that gives you instructions on how to print. It tells you exactly what you need to do to be successful. And her Facebook group tells you which paper you should use to have, to have the best inserts that are best for the pen and best for less shadowing and all of that stuff. So this is where I get my printable inserts from. Now for die cuts, which are the decorative elements that I was showing you, I obviously go to who I told you, which was Bunny Plans. So Bunny Plans, in her shop, you can just easily navigate to these different items on this side, and you can see all of the die cuts she has available. And she also always has an Instagram, a discount code on her Instagram in her little bio. So here is just a really quick overview of all the die cuts that she has available in her shop. You could also just search die cuts in Etsy and tons will come out. And you can also see her pin clips. So her pin clips are very affordable. They're $1.95. She ships really fast too. So this is basically how you can stuff up your planner, okay? And stickers, obviously, you would just use the stickers in anything that you want. The last person I wanted to show you for die cuts was Sweet Deco Chic. So Sweet Deco Chic has tons of die cuts. Like she's like die cut heaven, die cut goals. She has just recently come out with some of her fall die cuts, which are awesome. So again, I just wanted to give you guys some different options on how to add really fun things, but also still be functional and really get your hands on the perfect Foxy Fix of your dreams. So let's go ahead and head back to my normal video setup, and I wanted to show you guys one last thing about elastics and give you guys an opportunity to then pop some questions down in the comments if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns about Foxy Fix notebooks or just traveler's notebooks as a whole. Alright guys, we're back, and so now I wanted to take some time to show you guys the jump band that I kept talking about in the screencast. So to add more books to your planner, a jump band is essentially a freestanding elastic. So let me just go ahead and find where mine is in here, which I think, oh, hello. Let me unclip this. So here it is. I think I found it. Let me just take this guy out. Yes, it's right here. Okay. I was having some trouble. So basically, let me take this out. This is a jump band. So I got this jump band with the purchase of this traveler's notebook. So with a jump band, it's like I said, it's literally just an extra piece of elastic. They tied it and everything for me. You can adjust it if needed. I actually had to adjust the one that I got in my work traveler's notebook. But basically, in order to get some to get two books in under one elastic, to basically add more function or add more room into your planner, you'd affix them like that. So let me do that one more time. All right, so you're basically going to pick the back side of the first insert up and the front side of the next one, line them up like that, string the jump band around the back and front of those two, and then fold them out. When you fold them out, you get something like this. So then that means that with this elastic, if I can grab it, it always gives me problems. So with this elastic, I can basically slip this book under here like this, okay? And then that lays right there in the middle. So I have 2 books on 1 string, and I can still fit another book right there. So I could have 6 books in here if I wanted, or 6 inserts in here, and I put them upside down. But you guys understand. Look at that. You guys understand, and they're still very, very functional. You still can flip through these, okay? Let me just flip these around. Let me flip these babies back around. The last thing I wanted to show you is how to string these in. I guess I didn't do that in the beginning. So I'm going to do that with my B6. Let me see. Is this right now? Okay, yeah. Let me put this. Let me string these back in here right and stop messing with this before I break something. So that's how the jump band works. All right. Now, let's go ahead and show you how to, like, say I wanted to move out of this one and I wanted to get into this one. Okay? As you guys can see, they're the same color. So if I wanted to get out of this one, all I would do is simply slide all of my books out of these elastics. So let's take that one out. Oh my God, I didn't take the whole thing. Let's take this whole thing out. It's late, you guys. I'm getting kind of sleepy. Let's take this guy out. Let's grab the whole thing this time. And let's just say that we wanted to move those, just those for right now. Like I wanted to take those 2 books out of here and put them in here. So to do so, it's very simple. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to open this insert up to the middle. And then I'm going to string it. I'm going to string it on this string since I'm not going to have anything else in here. Boom. And then I will string this book on the last string right here, like so. And so then my 2 inserts will fit in there like this. And then I can just strap my elastic around. I also realized that I didn't even go through the different leathers for you guys, and I didn't show you the variances in the leather thicknesses, but I'm going to insert that right here. So you can just take a look and see what all the different leathers look like, the thickness variances, and you can kind of tell based on the thickness variances, the floppiness of the leathers. Well, if you guys have any more questions, please leave them down below. I really truly hope this video was helpful for you, and if you were intimidated before by the Traveler's Notebook system, I really hope you're not now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.